Hello my beautiful people. Today I'd like to introduce you one of my first Cattleyas. This is a Pochinada Red Crab Kuan Miao number 10. Don't ask me what's the meaning of this number 10, I really have no idea. But I guess when it flowers, if I succeed making it flower, we'll see if it means something. Beautiful plant, right? I have her for almost a year, and let me show you a little trick. Pretty, really pretty, okay? So, ta-da! How do you feel about that? I'll tell you the name of this, and it isn't Pisa Tower. The name of this is lack of experience when tutoring a plant. I potted her really straight, but with time she started to lay down, and that's the final result. Those two are the newest growth, so as you can see they are much straight, especially this one. She didn't have many good roots when I received her. I'll post a picture for you, but she started to develop some new ones so slowly, and I had so much trouble with burned root tips, and I couldn't understand it. She started to grow some new roots, and the tips got burned, and that lasted for at least 6 months. And it was really until Roger and Danny started to question and show some problems with root burns due to the use of some fertilizers. And that's when I started to wonder if what was happening to this plant was that my other Cattleyas, I also had some problems like that with my other Cattleyas, and even with my Phalaenopsis, as you can see. Right now it's been right now it's been 5 months since I decided to make an experiment, and I stopped fertilizing them, and they started to grow so many roots. Not only this one, which looks so much healthier now, so many new roots. Some of them you see are still burned, and in here too I still have some burned root tips, see? But there are so many living roots, and she's so much better. Those ones are much better too. The other Cattleya also had some burned root tips. Since I don't have a TDS meter, I purchased one. I'm waiting for it to come from China. it takes 2 or 3 months, depending on the post service, to get here. So until then, no fertilizer to them. I'm thinking about starting with some really weak concentrations. I was using the amount suggested by the manufacturer, but I've had some issues, so I stopped. Another thing that I have noticed that's happening, and that justifies the purchase of the TDS meter, is that although most of my Cattleyas are doing just fine, I still have some root burns. Let me show you, for instance, on this one. Can you see here? This root is a relatively new one, and she grew after I stopped fertilizing her, but something is still making some burns. Not something on the substrate, because she's not touching the substrate, but there's another environmental thing that it's making some burns, you know. And my suspicion lays on the water. I'll show you that it has much mud salt deposits. New right root on the middle of the substrate. It's a new one too, but it still has got some burns. Sphagnum is new because I noticed that when she stays moist, she has less root burns, and that's something that Roger and Danny already explained. So I'm showing this problem, and I'm focusing especially on her because she seems to be more sensitive, and I have to water her every other day, so her roots are kept always moist. And this is a special treatment I need to give her. Each orchid has its need, so this one has this special need, and I do not intend to get rid of her because of that. Right now she's a bit dehydrated, as you can see. I think it's because I'm giving her too much bright light, and also many new roots, and she's drinking lots of water, but I don't know, I'm new at this thing of growing under artificial light, and, and let's see what happens. I can see she's receiving a bright amount of light because she's getting tanned. You may not see it clearly, but I bet now you can see it, okay? Those aren't burns, those aren't burns provoked by light. I won't say sunburns because no sun, just light. So those aren't light burns, but she's looking tanned, and she has also some freckles on her leaves, and that's okay. You can see this line here too. Those are also tan markings on her, but it's okay because she's a red cattleya, and some of them get those kind of reddish markings when they are exposed to bright light. So I think this is it for today. I hope you get better than me when tutoring your cattleyas. And with this wonderful and touristic image, I thank you for watching, and bye bye.